Hi, I'm Danielle. I do too much. I like hair, talking, cosplay, music, art, and stuff. Hi. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she bountiful? This is a new part of my filming space you've never seen before. Here are all my freaking plants, except just kidding, because there's 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Hello and welcome to StarPuppy. I'm Danielle, your resident weirdo. Welcome to the luscious weirdness. So this video is sponsored by me, aka sponsored by my Patreon. My lovely, lovely patrons allow me to do this even more full-time than I have been, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And in fact, I suggest that you either click here or you click the link in the description, and I will meet you in the deluxe weirdness, aka my Patreon. K-Frat asks, what were your best and worst times on set, be it VA, commercial, etc.? Oh, we coming out the gate. How did you handle the worst time on set? And what are your aspirations career-wise outside of YouTube? Also, what's something you want to improve on to better yourself in your career, YouTube or otherwise? I had such a hard time asking just one question. Love you and what you do. Wishing you the best. Right back at you. And no, these are excellent questions. And I will be doing my skincare as we go through this video because I don't understand how to stand still. Why did my worst times on set come to mind so quickly? But I'm trying to identify the best time on set. You know what? Okay. This is me cleaning out my piercing up here because cartilage piercings just don't want to heal. They're like, no, there is an entity and we don't want it to be here for like years. It's cold. The one that came to mind really quickly was we were filming in like a glow-in-the-dark, like dark room. So what that means is it was laser tag. Before we started filming, we got to get the shakes out and, get loosened up by playing a round of laser tag with each other, and I won by a large margin. Now, as for, the worst time on set, there was this one time we were having to film like a spring scene in the dead of winter, and we had found a way around like the foliage not matching up with the season it was supposed to be. But I am deeply, deeply anemic, and the body yachty did not like that. I had like a sweater on like standby in between takes, and it's just sweaters don't work at a certain point. It was just painful, like that kind of biting cold that just hurts. So that wasn't really anyone's fault. It's just like it's cold, and I hate being cold. As far as aspirations outside of YouTube, I want to be a cartoon. I've always wanted to voice act, and for those who don't know, I am a professional voice actor. And I just don't do any of it on here. I'm thinking about just making a new channel, you guys. I feel so trapped by my hair content. It's sad. Anyway, it's really fulfilling. I prefer animated work. I've always preferred animated shows and television. I adore video games and just animation. There's something so magical about it, and it never loses its direct line to my heart, which is why I want so much to lend my skills and my voice to something that will outlive me. I think that's so special. As far as improving myself, I just want to know where I am. I have a very poor sense of direction. I've been working really hard to figure out street directions. So I've just been playing it off as I'm so quirky, but it's actually really bad. What happens if I don't, if I forget my phone at home? So now I'm going to wash my face, and this is high stakes because I have a big bowl of water here. So I'm still on that Tula gang. You can't see that. Ah, it's so cold. Ah! Someone's listening to Stevie Wonder. What run is that? Somebody tell me. So, next question. What would you do for a living if you had zero boundaries, setbacks, and unlimited money? The reason I do this is because I'm passionate about it and I have bills. So if you take the ultimate stressor of where am I gonna get my next rent money from, it kind of takes kind of some of the passion, some of the fervor out of doing that, out of like working. So I guess I would have to change my stance of what my secondary factor is. I do things because I love them, but also because I literally need money to live. So if I have unlimited money, no setbacks, no things, I think I would just try to save the world. I think that's the most accurate way of saying it. I'll just like keep us from bursting into flames or whatever is going on now. Oh, that's so weird. Hello, I lied. This video is also sponsored by Nebulyft. Hi, voiceover time. So this is the Nebulyft R1 RF anti-aging device. The Nebulyft R1 RF anti-aging device uses a one-touch button with LED for more intelligent control. It has an RF panel, micro RF dots, and an LED light bar for monitoring treatment duration. So in order to create an easy mode, the Nebulyft R1 uses vibrations and sound alerts for powering on and off for duration of each zone of the face. There's also a Nebulyft mobile app for better treatment and product support. What's in the box is, of course, the anti-aging device itself, a charging pad, a beautiful carrying case, which makes it so easy to put it on the go. Everything fits inside of the carrying case, so you can anti-age wherever you are, especially when traveling. The botanical soothing gel for all skin types. So how I use the Nebulyft is I put the botanical soothing gel on the face of the actual device, and I go in 2-minute increments all over the zones of my face. So the cheeks are one zone each, the chin is one zone, and the forehead is another zone. The mouth is one zone, and the neck is one zone. It's a really soothing experience. The micro RF dots are really warm and soothing, and fortunately, it gives you a little beep beep after 2 minutes of application. You can use this every day if you so choose, and again, it's very, very easy to travel with. Make sure you click the link in the description to check out the device itself. It's very cool, and I am really enjoying using it. And thank you again to Nebulyft for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to those cuestiones. Volvamos a las preguntas, ¿sí? Sí. Passion 8 for God, another patron, asks, which what stuff do you enjoy that you have not shared with us yet? Whether it's a lifelong passion or a new discovery. When I tell you, these patrons be asking the question. This is my Claris Supple Preparation Facial Toner. Found out about this way back in the day. Megan Bowen, aka Cholnum Nikuks Haram. Ibnida. There's a lot of stuff I don't share online. I think my patrons are learning more and more about me, and it's like surprising, and I'm like, I really don't be telling y'all about myself. Well, one that I've recently shared on Patreon is that I am an absolute nut for crafting. I have loved crafting since I was a little girl, like a tiny child. Particularly painting, drawing, knitting, crocheting, sewing, doll making, macrame, needlepoint, felting, watercolor, charcoal, ink, pastel. And I know that it's in my theme song, but I've done like maybe a couple of watercolors on here, was like when I was really sad going through it. So they're not very good. But yeah, I'm gonna be sharing more about that. Starry Spaniel tier, they already know. They saw my materials. I'm really excited about it. It's fall. I think it's a really cozy time to craft, and yeah. Alexis, yeah, asks, what is a band or song that people think is bad but you secretly enjoy? The guys who make all the Sonic theme songs. I don't know their name, and I can't quote you on that. But whoever wrote Sonic Heroes, and also there's another one, Sonic X. Oh my god. Listen! I know that's like dad rock, but I love it. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes. It's so like dramatic. How does Sonic X goes? Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go faster, 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 faster. Moving at the speed of sound, quickest hedgehog around. Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location without any explanation. No time for relaxation. Down, Sonic's on the run. Sonic's number one. Yeah, I love that. And I will never stop loving that. And everybody can at me. Diana or Deanna. I speak English. The double N versus the one N, it means nothing to me. As the year ends, what are your 3 fears you have, and what steps have you done to grow past them? I'm anxious. I have way more than 3 fears. I think one of them that I've made some decent progress in is putting myself out there. Supple Preparation All Over Lotion by Claire. I guess I'll link all of these below. You don't have to buy them, but I think putting myself out there has been a lifelong fear. I think it's a very common fear of failure, fear of public ridicule, and being an online content creator, you just open your the floodgates for people to hate you for no reason. Wow, what is where do you have to be in your life and in an emotional state to hate someone you've never met? That's just, I don't get it. I don't want to get it. But it's really sad to me. And in the beginning, people hating on me, especially anonymously, it's okay, if you're gonna be a hater, say it with your chest. Don't be a hater and a coward. How I've grown past that is that you just accept that if no one hates you, you're probably not casting a wide enough net for an audience. So clearly I'm doing something right. 3 fears though. Oh man, at the top of this year, I thought I was gonna lose a bunch of hair. If you saw that video where I made a new version of my scalp oil, did you see that big old hole in the middle of my head? That was terrifying. It's a really big stress shed area for me, and I've been very stressed for the last several years. And my hair was still falling out or not growing back, so that was scary. And I overcame that by, doing my due diligence and concocting a serum that would grow my freaking hair back. And yes, I still use it. Not as regularly as I should, but I made some huge progress with getting my entire head to have hair on it. 3rd fear, after last year, I don't really fear much. If I can cheat a little bit and pull from last year's can of fears, I was afraid that, I guess I'm gonna get really real right now. I was afraid that the crushing loneliness that resulted from my solitude would consume me. I thought it was going to win me. It was terrifying to think that a single emotion could become so much of me was terrifying. I thought it would take me over. And wow. Yeah, and how I dealt with that was by literally surviving. Just doing my best. I think, anyone who's watching this, we are strong people. I've learned to really incorporate social interaction. I think I'm stronger and better for it. So, yeah. Thanks for such a great question. What are 3 big goals I've achieved? I think those are 3 big goals I've achieved. Ashley asks, what's something or someone that will never fail to make your day better? Literally every member of my family. Caramel K. Caramel K asks, with an unlimited budget, who'd be on your StarPuppy dream team? Who else would you like to hire? Oh, incredible. I'd like to hire all of my friends. As far as non-StarPuppy stuff, if I could work with some OG and voice actors I hold in extremely high esteem, like the entire cast of Critical Role, which I am so happy to finally be current with a freaking campaign. Finally! It's been years. I did it. I figured it out. That, Cree Summer, Tara Strong, so many. There's so many. There's so many people I want to work with. So, listen, I'm out here manifesting. What's the most outdated piece of tech you still use regularly? Everything else I think is pretty high tech. Unless you count colored pencils and stuff when there's tablets and stuff like that. I guess that, my analog art tools. What did you do for Thanksgiving when you were a kid? What do you look forward to the most this year? Eat, hang out with the fam. So I plan to eat, hang out with the fam. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, because I just love my family. I don't have a big appetite, but for Thanksgiving food, I am a void. I will never be satisfied. I just love hanging out, falling in and out of food comas, watching Charlie Brown versus everything. It's just a great holiday. It's really chill. Just stay in the house. You might take a walk, you might not. And that's ooh, what's gonna happen of the day? I think that's really fun. And those are all the Patreon questions. Amazing questions. Love it. So now on to my community tab. Reigning Glory asks, what hairstyle required the most time that you loved, that you tweaked to get similar stellar results, but with less preparation? I am honored that you think I am capable of doing that. I guess. You know what? No, you're right. Wash and goes. I used to, okay. It's all documented on my channel. Angelique asks, what is something that you do every day to become what you think is the best version of yourself? What motivates you to consistently continue that act daily? Wow, y'all asking, I freaking love you guys. Y'all ask such great questions. For those who don't know, because I haven't said it in a while, let me put on my UV protection from Glossier. Invisible shield, because yes, the brownies need SPF 2. So for me, I've been going to therapy for either 2 or 3 years now. I think it's 3. And I have learned a lot of tools of how to check in with myself and figure out, okay, what am I feeling right now? And then I pinpoint it, which took a lot of practice. And then I'm like, is that really what I'm feeling? Why am I feeling this? And then I'm like, okay. And then, hey, is there something I can do about that? And I'm like, if it's yes, go do it. And if it's no, release it. But it took me years to truly understand what it is I'm asking myself, and just daily emotion check-in made I think probably the biggest difference in my life. Just checking in with myself, in real time. I can do it in real time now. Good job. And it's definitely the best version of myself, because geez Louise, just out here not understanding what I was feeling and why really put a big damper on my life. Dang. TJ asks, do you have a favorite show, film, anime at the moment? Podcasts you're into? I love your voice. Will we be hearing some voice acting projects anytime? I just finished You last night, so I guess that I was not feeling season 3 because season 1 had this horrible, hideous, insidious charm to it, and You season 3 was not giving me that, but then slowly it was giving me something completely different, and I was like into it. Podcasts I'm into, True Tea, for sure. Check it out. Love your voice. Will we be hearing some voice acting projects anytime? Maybe. Mon ami? Is that how you spell? That's not how you spell mon ami. Why did I say it like that then? Mon aime, mon aime, mon aime. I hope I got it at least one time. I'm so sorry. When you do a wash and go, do you let your hair dry completely before banding, or do you band when it is wet? Really depends on when I started the wash and go. Also, can you do an updated wash and go routine? Yes. What were the top 3 things you did to re-thicken your hair? I have a video on this. I will link it below. Oh, and that was from Bella. Dreadlock Shadow 89 asks, I don't mean for this to get personal or anything. Well, I said ask me anything. But do you have any advice on high school? Lately, high school has been hitting me hard, and I hate going through school and feeling very unmotivated to go. When I do go to school for a week, it drains, I'm assuming me, so much of my energy. It's beginning to make me feel like I'm lazy. Majority of the time, my classes, it feels so gosh awfully boring. It feels agonizing, forcing myself to stay attentive. If this is too much for you to answer, you can just ignore my comment. No. So this is kind of a tough one for me to answer, because I went to an exceptionally artistic high school. So my high school experience is quite different from, I think, the typical non-artsy high school experience. I think I can liken your high school experience best to my middle school experience, where it was just like, I don't like it here. I think what high school is actually about is just figuring out how to interact with people, because you're gonna have to do that the whole time. You're just gonna have to keep doing that. You just keep doing that. I think it's really important for you to find friends based on common interests, and like finding them at lunch, making an effort to like make friends and keep them is a huge part of life, and I think that's really undervalued in high school. You might not keep them for the rest of your life, but it's really important to start building a network for yourself. That can actually be part of your focus in school. Honestly, I think forming bonds is a huge part of life, and I think you should practice it now. This part of your life is about, I hate to say it, building character and just realizing that sometimes you just gotta do stuff you don't want to do. Because let me tell you something about adulthood. That's a large part of it. And the easier you make it for yourself to accept that now, the easier your transition to adulthood is going to be. Maybe think of ways that you can motivate yourself. What is it that you like? What are some rewards that you can put in place for yourself? How can you hit yourself in the dopamine? Like, okay, if I get a certain score on this, I can get this level of ice cream. Like super simple stuff like that. But like task and reward is hardwired into us as people. So like, hack it. I hope high school goes well. Like, enjoy it, and try to have fun. You know, find some extracurriculars that are fun. Build some friendships. Build some bonds. Do cool stuff. Make wholesome TikToks. Only wholesome. Lexi asks, Have you tried to revisit twist outs now that your hair is longer and stronger? No! I'm salty! I'm a saltine! Jessica asks, have you ever struggled to feel beautiful wearing your natural hair, with Americans' ideal beauty being the way that they are? Example, people saying straight, long, silky hair is the most beautiful. Absolutely. I think it was much more of a struggle in the early years of me transitioning to natural. I still sometimes feel weird when my hair is super shrunken and I'm trying to be like cute with it. But honestly, as I've continued in my natural hair journey, I think there's a certain amount of security I feel, this is just me being real, in the fact that my hair is down here. Whether it actually looks like that, whether it's like super short like it is on my head right now or not, the fact that I know my hair is like medium length gives me a certain amount of like security in myself. Like, I could have longish hair right now if I really wanted to, and I don't feel like it. And having the option to have longish natural hair, I don't know. It gives me a proximity to the female beauty standard that is long, silky, straight hair. That's like enough to give me security when my hair is super short. I'm like, I'm just cosplaying TWA today. And that's like my choice. And because I have the choice, I feel more confident. I don't particularly like that that's how I feel, but it is how I feel. Why did I name my hair Fluff Nugget? Bridget asks. I like how silly it sounds. Fluff Nugget. I love playing with words. I'm very silly. And I think that's like the basis of my self-comedy. If I'm trying to make myself laugh, I'm going to say like stupid words. Okay, there are so many questions left and I am starving. So if you'd like me to do a part 2, maybe down the line, keep an eye out on my community tab. I'll probably throw a poll in there, see if this was interesting enough for you guys. But gonna throw some Tula skincare on my under eyes. Oh my god, that is so nice. This is Rose Glow and Get It. This is a cooling, brightening eye balm. Oh my god, I cannot explain how nice that feels, especially after the Nebulyft with like all that warmth and now all this like cooling effect. Oh my god, I'm gonna look like I went to a sports game match. So this is a stay in your house stick. But you guys, check out the Nebulyft. I'm really enjoying it, and I think I can defeat my 2 wrinkles. Link in description, and thank you so much, Nebulyft, for sponsoring today's video. I will see you guys next time. This has been me, Danielle, your resident weirdo. Thank you so much for all of my patrons on Patreon. If you'd like to see your name in the credits like this, I suggest that you click in the description box and go to my Patreon and select the Starry Spaniel tier. In any case, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. StarPuppy signing out. Say it with me now. StarPuppy. Away!
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the video.